As always, it is so great to have you here and hope you're all staying safe and healthy out there. So for those of you that have followed Spain on Fork since the beginning, you might recognize this kitchen. This is where we recorded the first ever episode. Anyways, with that being said, we're gonna do a couple different shows in this kitchen, kick it off with one of the best recipes from Spain. We're talking Andalusian ratatouille. This is known as Pisto Andaluz. And let me tell you, this is not your typical ratatouille. This is the next level in goodness, as it's filled with so many great textures and flavors. It's above and beyond easy to make. And the best part, it's all done in about 40 minutes. Folks, serve this as a side next to some pan-grilled fish, a crunchy baguette, and of course a bottle of Spanish red wine. More specifically from the region of Jumilla, you can have yourself a fabulous meal. This video is sponsored by Tienda.com. The Tienda is an online superstore focusing on selling all things Spain for your home and kitchen, and they've been around since 1996. And like I always tell you, they have the biggest selection of artisan Spanish ingredients like queso manchego, the famous jamón serrano and jamón ibérico, Marcona almonds, olives, the beautiful canned seafood from Spain, and all the spices you need, such as sweet smoked Spanish paprika, which we're going to use in today's recipe, among so many other great ingredients. And let me tell you, when it comes to cookware, they have an amazing selection of authentic Spanish paella pans that range in size from 2 servings all the way up to 50 servings, and even offer classic grilling systems. That way you can always perfectly cook your paella. Folks, visit Tienda.com, let them know Albert from Spain on Fork sent you there, and make sure you use coupon code ONFORK during checkout for 10% off your order. Alright, let's just dive right into this. I'm going to heat a large fry pan with a medium heat and add in a 1/4 cup of extra virgin olive oil, which is 60 milliliters. Important to use the good stuff here. This is the base side of the dish and what truly makes a difference. Make sure you get the Spanish one I'm using from Andalusia in the description box below. While the oil is heating, I'm going to cut one medium-sized potato that's already been peeled, washed, and patted dry into small bite-sized cubes. I'm using a new potato, but you can use whatever type of potatoes you like. Then we'll add the chopped potato into the hot fry pan. And we'll mix them around, that way they're all coated in the olive oil. And you don't have to mix this around continuously, but do it every 3 to 4 minutes, that way all the potatoes evenly fry. In the meantime, let's get the rest of our ingredients ready. I'm going to start by roughly chopping 1 large onion. I'm using a typical yellow onion, but you can also use sweet onions or even a red onion if you prefer. We'll also roughly chop 3 cloves of garlic. Finally chop 1 large red and 1 large green bell pepper. And finally chop 1 medium-sized zucchini. And for the final ingredient to prepare, I'm going to finely grate 4 tomatoes to end up with 1 cup of tomato sauce, which is 240 grams. You can substitute this for canned tomato sauce, which is similar to passata, but I tell you, by finely grating the fresh tomatoes is what gives this dish that beautiful lift of goodness. Alright, let's move back to the potatoes. After about 20 minutes and they're lightly golden fried, they should be ready to go. You can always pierce them with a toothpick just to ensure that they're done. If you see that yours need more time, just fry them for a couple more minutes. At this point, I'm going to remove the potatoes from the pan and set them aside. And you want to make sure to reserve any of the olive oil in the pan. Now, using the same pan, we'll lower the fire to a low-medium heat and add in the rest of the chopped vegetables, except for the zucchini and grated tomato. And we'll mix them around. That way they're all coated in the olive oil. And once again, you don't have to mix this around continuously, but do it every 1 to 2 minutes. That way everything evenly sautés. After 6 to 8 minutes, and the vegetables are lightly sautéed, we'll add in the chopped zucchini. And we'll give it a mix. And once again, you don't have to mix this continuously, but do it every minute or so. After about 3 to 4 minutes and the zucchini is lightly sauteed, I'm going to add in 1 teaspoon of sweet smoked Spanish paprika, which is 2.5 grams, and 3/4 of a teaspoon of ground cumin, which is 2 grams. And we'll give it a quick mix. And like I've told you in the past, when you're working with paprika in a hot pan, you want to mix it in there quickly, otherwise it can easily get a bitter flavor. Then we'll add in our grated tomato, the potatoes that we fried earlier, and season with sea salt and just a kiss of freshly cracked black pepper. And we'll give it a mix until it's well mixed together. And no need to add sugar to cut the acid from the tomatoes, as the sweetness from the paprika gives this the perfect balance. And we're going to simmer this between 5 to 10 minutes. That way the tomato sauce can slightly thicken and the flavors can develop. After simmering this between 5 to 10 minutes, you can see that the tomato sauce has slightly thickened. This is ready to go. I'm going to remove the pan from the heat. Transfer some of the mixture into a serving dish. And garnish with fresh parsley. Check it out, our Andalusian ratatouille is done. Easy to make, simple heart-healthy ingredients, and all done in about 40 minutes. Let's give this a try and see how it turned out. Once again folks, Pisto Andaluz, this truly looks out of this world good. A little bit of everything. Here we go. I'm telling you, I've had a lot of different ratatouilles, known as Pisto in Spain in my life. This one right here stands out above the rest. The vegetables are beautifully cooked and they have that flavor from the olive oil. And the potatoes with the paprika and the cumin, taking this to the next level. Easy to make, heart healthy. Give it a try at home. Once again, it's a side next to some pan-grilled fish, a crunchy baguette, and a bottle of Spanish wine from the beautiful region of Jumilla. You have yourself a fabulous meal. Really quick before I go, a shout out to a couple of my patrons, Rob Haskins, Daniela Brandt, and Patricia O'Brien. And guys, thank you so much for being patrons of Spain on a Fork. You know how much I appreciate you. Enjoyed today's video, hit that like button, leave me a comment below, and if you're not subscribed, don't forget to smash that subscribe button and click on the bell icon. That way you can get notified every time I release new content and to become a part of the Spain on a Fork family. Till the next time, hasta luego.